In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started working with Matlab online with uploading and downloading files. So the first thing I want to do is I want to upload 2 files that I got from my computer for programming assignment 1. I'm going to get the Matlab file, which is the guide script. It doesn't have any code in it. It just has comments and the beginnings of functions. So I can open that up and be able to read it here. But if I want to use this script, the first thing I'm going to need is the input file. So I'm also going to go back to Home and click on Upload and get the handle.wave sound file. All right, so now that I have these files here, one of the things that's really nice is that Matlab Online will know that those are the only files that are available to me. So it will start to fill in the audio read function with the name of the only file that I have available. If I click on those parentheses, between the parentheses, you can see handle.wave pops up. And if I hit tab, it types it in for me. So this is a great tool because it makes it a lot easier for you to avoid syntax errors that happen from typing mistakes. Since that's working, I can go to the editor tab and I can comment out the rest of this script because I haven't fixed it yet, and click run and make sure that it works. And when I run it, I can see that 2 new variables are created in my workspace. I get fs and y, so everything's working well. Now, the next thing we want to do is test out the file by playing the music. To do this, we're going to play the sound at this speed, fs, and it works. And I'm now going to play it at double speed and at half speed. And I'm just going to check that that's the right time length. So 73113 divided by the sampling rate, which is 8192, is actually 10 seconds. It's almost 9 seconds. So I'm going to pause this for 9 seconds and pause this one for 5 seconds. All right, so let's play at the different speeds. That this is working, but we probably don't want that to happen every time we're testing our code. So I'm going to comment those until I'm done. And now I'm going to highlight all of this and uncomment it so I can work on it. I know that I have a variable y that is 73,113 long. That means that I need a time variable to plot this sound that's the same length. So we can do that with linspace. Linspace has 3 parameters that go into its function. X1 is what do you want the first value to be. X2 is what do you want the second value to be. In this case, we actually have figured this out on the command window. It's 8.2949 seconds is how long of a value it is, how long of a sound file it is. And then the number of points that we want is going to be the number of points in y, so 73113. Once we have a time vector, we should be able to plot that time vector versus y. So it's x comma y. And then we'll want a red line. So it's going to be the line spec r dash to show the red line. The x is time in milliseconds. The y value is the amplitude of the sound. And the title is handle.wave. Once we click run, we'll see a plot pop up that shows what the sound looks like over time. So this is everything that you need for the first homework assignment, the first programming assignment. And I have the file. If I click save, you can see that there's no longer a star here. It is updated. I do want to make a change before I pass it in. I want to make sure that I uncomment. And I also remove all of the comments that were here to guide you. So I'm going to change this to say playback sound at 3 speeds. I'm going to simplify this to say create time vector. I'm going to say instead of use plot, plot sound versus time in milliseconds. I'm going to change this to say read in sound. And then at the top of the script, in order to get full credit for your EGR200 programming assignments, I'm asking that you put your name and date. All right, so this is ready to save. You can see it has an asterisk because it hasn't been saved. Once I save it, I now know that this file is the most up-to-date file, and I can download it to my computer. If I click on Programming 1 and I go to Home, there's an upload and a download button. Once I click download, now the file is stored locally and I can submit it on Canvas. Let me know if you have any questions as we work remotely. I'm happy to help over email, but I wanted to make a video because I know many of you are working in the online tool, and the upload and download tools are only available on the Home tab. They can be a little bit hard to find as you're working on the cloud.